This is Jamie Drummond from Good Food Revolution. I'm here with Tony Parkinson, the founder of Penny's Hill Winery in McLaren Vale, Australia. How are you today, sir?
Hey, well...
Was that a Scottish accent you were trying to do there?
I slipped into it, yeah.
Now,
Northern Hemisphere.
Tell me a little bit about what you do at Penny's Hill in the McLaren Vale.
Well, generally as little as possible, but Penny's Hill came about through me seeking a lifestyle change, I suppose, with young children living in the city and deciding that the smoke from the exhaust of the diesel bus was not going to be good for their long-term future. So it was a case of finding bare land in McLaren Vale and planting a vineyard of all things.
Now, how long ago would that have been, Tony?
Well, that was in the year 1988, and I have to tell you, I bought the property on the 8th of the 8th, 88.
There you go.
And that's going to be a very important tool when we start marketing in China.
Now, you were actually very smart, yeah. Now, you were originally in advertising. How has that translated to what you do today?
Well, there is a relevance. I have a great love of brands and have worked on a number of brands in various fields, be it supermarketing, be it shoes, be it orange juice, et al. And I really relate to the packaging and the building of the brand stories. And I guess with Penny's Hill, we've tried to evolve a very strong estate model with vineyards that are different, with buildings that are different, assets that are different, and even packaging that was pretty funny when we did it almost 20 years ago, but the red dot on the Penny's Hill still causes interest. And I think I had a vision originally that I wanted to know the name of every person who consumed the product. We've gone a bit beyond that, but I want to get back there. I think it's very much about people's love for a brand and being able to interact with them and encourage them to love it more.
Now, what is it that differentiates your wine at Penny's Hill from so many of the other producers in the McLaren Vale?
I guess it starts in the vineyard, Jamie, as you know, and we, with the help of some very clever people, we bought land that originally was on the fringe of McLaren Vale, on the eastern slopes.
Right.
At the foot of Penny's Hill, funny enough, that's where the name comes from. But it was considered pioneering back in '88 to plant right out on the edge because others hadn't. And it turns out that material planted at that particular contour, which is about 143 metres above the sea, is producing really good fruit. And I guess it's slightly cooler by maybe half a degree, which aids the ripening process. We narrow planted the vineyard to give less crop load per vine. It was a bit of an innovation that one of my friends found in France during Vin Expo way back in the early 90s. And we've been lucky to have very, very good fruit right through the process, and I guess that is the basis of the wine. And Ben Riggs has made the wine since inception and has done well with it. So a combination of terroir and good craft.
Now, where do you see Australia right now in the world of wine? Because you've been going through some troubles down there over the last 5 years or so. And how do you feel Australia is readjusting as a whole, wine-wise right now?
Yeah, good point. The woes are fairly well known that we've had dramas in the vineyards. We've had things like 15-day heat waves in 2008, 2009. We've had small crops, we've had oversupply of fruit that we don't want. The dollar for our export markets is really difficult. We're just not making money. So sales are probably still somewhere near where they were, but Australia as a category has suffered. And I think, you mentioned restructuring, I think virtually every wine business has gone back to basics. It's gone deep inside itself. We're no different, but individual businesses are being forced to restructure either to survive financially or to put focus back on the attributes of the brand that are important. Because Australia, I think, got very buoyant and very bullish, and we started producing all sorts of wines with funny labels and funny things happening on them. And the market loved that for a while, but look, it's back to basics, it's back to tradition. It's back to focus on the assets, the single vineyards, the single blocks, and I think we will go through that process. We'll come out looking very good at the end of it, but there'll be some casualties.
Well, Tony, thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution in Toronto today. Perhaps we'll see you in Australia at some point in the future.
Well, you might see me here again.
That sounds fantastic plan.
Look forward to it, mate. Thanks.
Take care.
Thanks.